Welcome, online seminary teachers, to Online Seminary Canvas Basics training. Today, real quick, I'm going to just walk through the basics of navigating Canvas and entering Canvas, the online learning site. So to access that, what you want to do is go to a browser and click silearn.churchofjesuschrist.org. When you press enter there, it should take you, if you've already accepted the class invitation in your email, should take you right to your church account username and password. Just log in with that. I suggest saving it on your computer so it's easy to access and quick, because you'll be using it a lot. Now, when you open this up, you will see a screen that looks like this, and this is the dashboard. What this is, you are now in the School of Canvas, and you can see the different classes within that school that you have access to. You will probably only see one or two. I have many because I help lots of different classes. Now, what you would want to do here on the left-hand side, if you're in the School of Canvas, the dark blue left-hand side here shows you the things that you can access within your school. First of all, just note, if you click on here, you can update your profile, add a picture, choose what notifications that you can use. We'll do more about that later. You can change your settings. One setting that you'll probably want to change right away or make sure that is right is any email contacts or text your phone number. If you want to get any notifications through either of those mediums, you'll want to do that right away. But to get back to this, I could go to my profile, update anything there, change my picture right here by editing it, click on the right hand here to edit profile, put a biography or whatever you would like. Next thing, if I click back here, this is called the dashboard, this little dial here. This again just takes us to see the classes that we can enter in our School of Canvas. You can also see that through the little book here called Courses. You'll get a list. Again, I have a lot. You will just probably have a few. And then there's a calendar for the School of Canvas. Now, when you go into this calendar, recognize that this calendar is for the School of Canvas, not just your one class. So to make sure that you can see the calendar for your class that you want to see over here in calendars, you should have your name of your class here. You just click or unclick to be able to see that class calendar. Again, I have many. You will probably just have a few, but remember that you have to show that you want to see each class calendar that you would like to see. Then last, the inbox. This is the conversation part of the School of Canvas. Again, when you go here, you can send messages to your students or receive them. It's kind of like a quick text email within the School of Canvas that you can use. If you want to send a message, you quickly just click, select the course, whatever your course is, select the names of the students or student, a title, and you just type it out here or select a recording, add a file, whatever you do, kind of like an email or a text message. Now, the nice thing is you can send messages just to one individual student here in Canvas, because you are not the only one that has access to these messages, and so it's protected by allowing other people, if they wanted to see them. And so it's safe to send messages to students. Now, let's go back to dashboard. Those are the few things that you want to be aware of to use in the School of Canvas. Now, if you want to see your actual class, you'll go to the dashboard or to the courses link and click on your class. So for this example, we're going to use this class right here. This looks like just your class that you will be teaching this fall. This is the home page. If you look on the upper left-hand side right here, we have home, announcements, syllabus, modules. This is now how you get to different things within your class, this directory right here, and how you can go about changing things within your actual class. But your class would look just like this. One thing that you're going to want to update right away before you let your students see this class and actually have it published, which means viewable to your students, is you want to update when your class is going to meet, either in person or over Zoom, and what your schedule is going to look like during the week. So to do that, I just want to show you that real quick. To edit this page, this home page, you just click edit up here in the right hand corner. And it's going to take you to a screen that kind of looks like a Word document. And that's mostly how you edit things, just like you would a Word document. Now, this is really small screen here. So if you want to make it bigger, you just go right down here to the right, these two arrows, click on that, it will take you to a full screen, much easier to see and to edit. So if I wanted to edit my class meeting schedule, I would simply just click on it, delete it, and let's say on Fridays is when we're going to meet together over Zoom at 6 a.m. Again, just edit this really quick, really simple. Right there. If I had a Zoom link, I would copy and paste that right there. And if I wanted to make it bigger, I'd highlight, because my students are going to be there every week and see this, maybe make it 18 size. I want to bold it so it stands out, and maybe put it in italics so it's easier for my students to see. I might want to make it a different color too, just to make it stand out. I just want to show you how simple it can be to make quick little changes on pages. Now, once I'm done here, I need to get out of this full screen view of editing. It makes it smaller again, but see the changes are there. To make those changes stay, I need to hit save down in the bottom right hand corner. Once I hit save, it will show me the actual page that students will see and I will see, and it has the changes there made. That's something that you want to do right away before you let your students start seeing this. Now, on this other side, things that you can do in your class is you can send announcements. If I click on announcements, I can add an announcement right here in the right hand corner. It's usually good to send an announcement at least once a week to let students know what's happening. You can put in a title, hello students, and right here is where you put the body of the announcement. Welcome students, la-di-da-di-da. You can change just like you do a Word document. You can add in a picture. You can actually do a recording, a video recording, or a voice recording if you wanted to do something like that as well by just clicking on record and upload. That would be fun to play around with. And then once you're ready to publish that and let students see it, you would hit publish. If you wanted to delay that, posting that announcement to a certain date and time, you can click right here in the options, delay posting, click on the little calendar, choose the date. Let's say if I wanted to do it on Sunday, because that's when students might start looking ahead to the next week or have it ready for Monday. Sunday at, let's say 6 p.m. that will post, and I could hit publish. If I didn't want to delay it, I don't click on that and I just hit publish, and you will see that the announcement is ready for your students and they'll just see it. So that's how you do announcements. The next thing you'll see is syllabus. This really is just another place to see what they have to do in the course and when things are due. So right now I have set up that Acts 16 is to do on Monday. It's due by the end of 11:59 p.m. Friday, July 28th, Dr. Master Review was due. It's open for them to do, and it's due by the end of that day. As you set your dates, or if you have dates already set, they will start to show here to the students. So students can always go to the course summary right here in the syllabus to see what they need to complete. That's one place that they can find it. Now, the next thing that you're going to use often is modules. Modules simply is just a place where you can group different things within a class, assignments for them to complete. So in this case, the online seminary class is built to have 1 week of lessons in one module. That means they're grouped by modules and by weeks. To show you that, just really quick, I'll go down here to the first week here that we have in July. So in July, we have, this is the Come Follow Me lessons for the week. Now these are the seminary lessons that could be taught that week. 5 different lessons for each week. There's also a class community module, which I'll show you a little bit more about that later. But if you want to see what the weeks look like and what classes are in each week, this is where you would find that. This is where all the different class material already is. The nice thing about teaching online, lessons are already created. You just simply need to adapt and facilitate as you're inspired by the Holy Ghost each day to help focus your students on what matters most in each lesson. So that's where you'll see all the lessons. You'll spend a lot of time here updating and publishing and doing that. But again, we'll show you that later. There's a study journal tab here. This is really just a link for you and your students to be taken to the Gospel Library app to open up your study journal, where if you're logged in, you can make notes and keep those notes and in your journal as you go. I would highly encourage you to invite your students to either have a paper journal or a digital journal for their studies each day, because that will be really handy when they come back and share when you get in person things that they learned and what stood out to them, or just when they're writing their summaries at the end of their study. Then there's also a My Seminary link right here. Again, it just links you to My Seminary and students to My Seminary so they can look at things. Then there's a grade link. Your students will be able to see this. This is where all the grades are, where students can see what's been graded, how they've done, and where you can go to access the grades and to grade students' assignments and different things. We'll explain more about that later, but this is where you find the grading there. Now, this took you out of that class right there in grades, so you want to go back up here and click on Lincoln, Nebraska, Coordinated Sandbox, or the name of your class, and it'll take you back to the home page of your class. Then as a teacher, you're going to be able to see some other things. You can just see discussions, people, assignments, different pages and files. This is kind of all the background stuff that's going on. You may want to look at those in the future, but right now, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just knowing how to navigate these things will get you exactly where you need to be successful. Now, I hope that was helpful in a quick navigation of Canvas. Stay tuned for the next training to see a little bit more about how to set up your class and your lessons. All right, the invitation I would give you is to make sure that you set up your own class meeting schedule on your homepage of your class, and that you take some time to navigate and just get familiar with these different places that were shown to you so you can see them, understand what they look like. Till next time.